take the shot to that position down block. And you guys didn't work on that yesterday, yet you got it here in 5 minutes. That's good. That means you guys learn quick. I like that. Scoot back. Scoot back. Listen. Let me use Brad here for 1 second. He's a little bit bigger guy. Listen, I told you yesterday, wrestling's not about moves, okay? If you make wrestling about moves, wrestling becomes segmented, it becomes choppy. You know what? That means if he doesn't move, you stop, then you try and move. It's not the way it is. It's constant motion. When I'm trying to really direct his energy, his momentum, to use it against him. And that's what we just did there, okay? I felt his shot, I down blocked, and I got an angle, okay? Here's what most of you guys do. This is what most of you guys do in reality, okay? I know we're doing a review here, but I'm trying to teach you something new a little bit as well. Most of you guys, I need more space. You guys have to give me like 10 feet back. All the way to the wall. All the way to the wall. Now look. If Brad takes a shot at me, this is what most high school, middle school, all right, even youth wrestlers do. You do one of two things. Let's say I beat him with my hands. This is what you guys would do if you beat him with your hands. Brad shoots, go ahead. You guys do like that. Never made him pay a price. You just push away from him, he takes a shot, comes right back to his stance. That's one thing you guys do. I don't like that. Second thing you guys do is this. Brad takes a shot, all right? He takes a shot, go ahead, he'll tilt. You guys do like that. Okay, you just go straight back. Listen, if he's taking a shot, he's got to pay a price. Okay? This guy's taking a risk. I want to stop him with my first two lines of defense. My first two lines of defense are my head and my hands. I stop him with my head. I want to show you how we stop a guy with their head. I stop Brad with my head by simply lowering my level. Here, notice, I lowered my level. I never let him underneath my head. Alright? Where most of you guys would push away with your hands, I lower my level, I get my head in the way. Then I would create a counter shot. Okay? Let me show you what that would look like. Brad would take a shot here. As he's coming up, there's my counter shot. So I used his momentum against him. I waited for that opportunity as he comes up out of his stance to take that counter shot. We're able to do that. We are able to do that. Alright? If we're in good position, we're in our stance, alright, and we understand how to use our lines of defense. I'm trying to get you guys to understand that. I didn't even realize that you guys didn't take a full shot and down block, but you went out there and some of you guys were able to execute that. That's why I'm talking about this right now. Because maybe you can grow with this later when you get home. Then, let's use our hands as line of defense. Now, Brad beats my head. That means he gets underneath me. He gets underneath my head, okay? This is where our hands come in. This is what you just did. Brad takes a shot now. He shoots. I down block. Look, my right hand got in the way. Now, instead of going that way, straight back, I'm going to go this way. I'm going to come this direction. Brad shot this way. I pull. I'm getting to here. Where most guys go straight back and you get stuck in the front headlock for 3 and 4 and 5 seconds holding on. We're trying to get to the side to transition and get to this position where now I can score. You can see from here I'm not hanging in the front headlock. I use the position to get my opponent out of his stance and now I can score. Alright? The way you're going to develop that skill is by getting better at your stance and just practicing. Alright? My high school guys, we do the same thing. We'll take a shot, go right to the front headlock. You know what? The guys on my team that don't practice, the guys shoot, they get a front headlock, they stay here for 3 or 4 or 5 seconds. They never get an angle. Their left foot's way back here. The guys that get good, they're more in this position right here. Where now they're getting an angle and they're scoring. Some of you guys who saw that for 5 seconds while I reviewed, you picked it up like that. What that tells me is this. You have the ability. You have the ability to go out there and learn a new technique like this. Keep doing it. Okay, keep working on it. Have the partner shoot, and then look to score. All right, because that's going to happen. Listen, a big part of our scoring opportunities come from his shot. That's a fact. All right, you guys have to be able to score from there. All right, let me do a Kobe real quick. Kobe, one of the most fun moves that you guys like for the week. Kobe happens from a left-handed front headlock. Remember, my left-handed front headlock, my left hand's on the chin. Now, it's not a true front headlock in the sense that I don't have his arm. I'm in this clamp position. Notice, I'm in a clamp position. I look like this. The biggest trouble you're going to have from here is you'll do a right-handed front headlock. I'm doing a left-handed front headlock. Remember, I'm going to plant the right foot. I step back with my left foot and I shove. Notice I'm creating a little bit of space here. Now I'm going to explode my knee across his body. Notice my angle. My knee pointed across his hips. We've been talking about getting an angle all week. I'm driving. I have an angle. Remember, my head is above his head.
Push.
His head's kind of on top of my shoulder. I put my elbow down and gets tight. I'm going to reach inside his leg and I will drive. This will happen in one motion. I'm going to drive this direction across his hips, not this direction into his hips. I drive across. I take him all the way to his side. They come up across his back. Look for our spread job and score. All right? Snap, left-handed front headlock. Over here. Snap, left-handed front headlock. All right? Still good, solid base front headlock position. Plant the right foot, step on the left foot. Direction change. Look at that direction change. My hips are perpendicular to his hips. I drive him all the way to his hip, to here. I come up across his back, and I look to score. Snap, left hand in front hand lock. Step back, hold. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3.